There's the O'Malley's light, and the beans, there for the fair as well. So step out then and let them and the sun catch up. A few smears of smoke on a watery sky as the waking town rubs its eyes and blinks at the strangers. Here and there at crossroads and farm gates on the way, men and their beasts have joined your caravan. There's talk of prices at other fairs, of how the winter feed lasted and how well the lambing went. Now on the town's edge, as the dealers come to meet you, moving along the line shouting their offers, you shake off the cold and gather your wits. It sounds a fair offer, but who knows the prices you'll hear inside the town? The dealers are impatient men. They would like to buy quickly and leave for another fair in another town. Better go into the town and take your stand and wait. A damp, dirty morning it is. What they call in the west a soft day. But the wind is shifting. It could be a fine day yet. One day it'll be his turn, but not just yet. For the moment at school, and a long day of waiting for the bell at 3 o'clock that will release him and his friends into the tangling, hand-slapping circus of a Connemara fair. Yet they're lucky enough, these boys in the town. For boys living in remote parts, far from any town, the fair is something to dream of. As exciting and frightening as the Coral Islands they read about in books. The day they come here will be the culmination of an age of looking forward, the end of their boyhood. Perhaps until his first fair, the boy will have lived in a place where there are no shops, only a travelling store, no radio, no television. Or there's a school, but the school tells him of remote things, things that will never touch him personally. The fair will be his graduation. For a while, however, he will do no more than watch the stock and watch his father tangling with the dealers. Ah, the dealers. These are the great travelling swashbucklers of his vision. Men who travel to fairs every day of the week. When the day comes that he must tangle with one of these, he will leap into manhood or fall into disgrace. You have your stand now, and maybe it's time to take a walk through the fair. Plenty of cattle today. You wish maybe they weren't so plentiful. The dealers are crafty men, but you know a trick or two yourself. You know, for example, how important is the appearance of an animal. So on the morning of the fair, you have washed your beasts in water that's thick with soap. It's not enough just to wash and scrub it. You must fluff out the hair and he will look twice as healthy. You can even use hair oil to make him shinier again, and a little boot polish on his eyelashes. But you must be careful, for if it's a wet morning, your beast will swim in bright yellow suds like a lady in a bubble bath, and his eyes will stream black tears like the same lady weeping through her mascara. Bells are booming down the boreens, white the mist along the grass. Now the Julias, Maeves and Maureens move between the fields to mass. There's the publican's wife, maybe, off to pray for a good day's trade, and the bank manager, with the whole town to pray for. For these good people of the town, the day is beginning, but for the men at the fair, the working day is already half over. Here a deal is on the way to being made. In another part of the world, two men will perhaps shake hands after a deal is settled. In an Irish fair, they shake hands throughout the negotiations, as a constant token of good faith. Every offer, and naturally every offer is a last offer, is accompanied by a slap at the hand. And soon enough, yet no sooner than the ritual can decently take, a deal is done and the new owner marks his calf. Another dealer makes an offer. The boy is embarrassed. His job is simply to watch the cattle for his father. He's not trusted to sell yet, but to admit this is a blow to his prestige. Yet even the shame is mingled with a sense of relief that he won't for a while yet have to tangle with this fearsome man. Often there's a third man in the deal. He may be with the buyer or the seller, and his job is to make the bargain, just as another man in another situation might have the job of making a match. They are both honoured trades, and it's a great source of pride to be known as a man that can make a bargain, or for that matter, a marriage. And there are times when a dealer can lose patience, when all his generosity is thrown back in his face. He won't be trifled with any longer. A man has his pride.
A pound more, A1. Huh? Don't tell her it's all. So you have £10 a bit, £30 a bit, please. Here, this here.
But he's a forgiving man. Generously, he makes one more offer. The seller still not impressed.